Hey guys, welcome back to Crystal Unfiltered Tarot. Give me just 1 minute to pin my message. I don't know why it does this every time. There we go. I'll be right back. Whoever's in here, I'll be right back. Hey Marissa, I'll be back in 1 minute, okay? 2 minutes, sorry. 2 minutes. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Okay, I am back. Say anything in the chat so I know you're here. Okay, so we're going to start with your first question. So Jeremiah and Samantha come into this reading online for Marissa. We want to look into what she texted me about. I'm not sure if you want me to say the words or like say what it is that we're asking, but we've talked about them a million times. But if you don't want me to say it, just let me know. Okay. So just basically, let's just look into what you texted me about. Basically, how did that come about? Okay, why did this happen and what's the energy surrounding it? I'm going to put on an alarm clock so that you don't need to focus on the time. All right, here we go. All right, let's look. Of course, depending on your next questions, we'll just keep digging with whatever your specific questions are after this. This is, I would say, a good way to start is kind of a general finding out how did this happen? Was it planned? When was it planned? And why did he go through with it? So just kind of, it should all kind of just come up, not individual like that, but just throughout the reading. Okay. Okay, sorry, I'm speaking a spirit to myself. Now I'm speaking to the person, G. Tell us what's going on with this. You know, this question, the answer is going to be difficult to hear. Okay. And as being my friend, some of it's going to hurt you, and I can already tell that. Okay. So I just want to kind of prepare you for what I'm already seeing. Okay. And maybe it's why the first card that kept coming out was the Hermit, which is telling me he doesn't want to be alone. And I did say that in the past readings, that he would have to have a backup in order to end one relationship to get to the next. And so I think he didn't want to be alone anymore. I don't know his age. Let me pull just a few more cards. I'm just basically asking, why did you pull the trigger? Like, why did you make the decision to do it recently? I think that's all the cards he wants me to take out. Okay. Whew. Okay, he's 28, which is still kind of young these days to settle down. You know what I mean? So all of the cards kind of are what you would think would be the answer for why somebody would do that. Okay. Goes through her life. If it's like a Facebook thing, because I'm sure her mom would have posted something. No, I think she was asked. I do. So the first card is the only card that gives me that there's a little bit of doubt. The two of Pentacles means he went back and forth on this. Okay, hold on real quick. Yeah. It's not a Facebook thing. This was planned. This was planned. That thing was purchased, and then you can kind of, without me saying the words, he ended up asking her. Okay. So did he go back and forth on this? Yes, because they're not always getting along. But I've always said that she's a very nice person, and he's a very nice person, and that I feel that he does not like being alone. Anyways, so there is a connection with the Lovers card. There is a connection. I do feel that he felt pressure from either her or a family member of hers to step up, and I think it's her parents. I think it's her parents that kind of, and her, that kind of put some pressure on him to do the Ace of Pentacles, which is offer somebody that. Okay? Because this pentacle is not only time, you look at it as a ring, okay? And he is saying that he did it because of the Ace of Cups, which means that he does love her. And that he decided to go through with it because of the star. He thinks that she's the one. The Knight of Cups, he planned this. He purchased that a while ago. This is not something that just out of the blue happened. This was definitely premeditated and planned. And he thinks that they will be happy in the end. I feel like he feels like he's had a lot of heartache in life, that when he does get emotional and he does open himself up to being vulnerable, that in the past relationships, not you, but prior, that he did either get hurt or he caused hurt. He either had pain done to him or he did pain to somebody else. Okay. So So he's pretty much looking at this relationship as, especially with what you said the last time that they purchased a house together, it's kind of like her parents especially, and her, said like, don't put the horse, don't put the cart before the horse. Like, don't give the milk for free. No, wait. Don't buy milk if the cow is free, or whatever that is. And so I think that there's a little bit of pressure on him to do this, but this did not happen overnight. I'm telling you, this was purchased before they even went on that vacation. And I think that because they made up, he decided to go through with it. I understand your thought process. Yeah, it did not come up. Not at all. Not at all. But I guess we weren't, I don't know, I think that was maybe something that hadn't been decided fully with this card, being that he kept contemplating it, and this card being that he was pressured to do it, pressured to step up and ask the question. Okay? So do I think that he's moving too fast? Yes. 9 months? A year? Like, yes, that's too soon. But I don't know what, oh, the alarm just went off, so I'm going to wrap this up in the next 2 minutes. I feel like, what day is today? Today is, I don't know what could have been special about this weekend, or I don't know when this was. Did this supposedly happen last night? Was this on Facebook today? On a Tuesday? See, like, that's weird to me. It's like, but I also don't see, like, when I'm picturing what happened, it feels like it wasn't this elaborate, planned execution with all of her family everywhere. Like, I don't know. I feel like that's why I said it's like a Facebook thing. But what do you mean by a Facebook thing? Tuesday is very random. But like, what I'm thinking you're saying is that she put that on there, but they're not really. Hi, thanks, guys. But they're not really committed. I'm not gonna say the word. Does that make sense? Like, I'm getting the energy from you that you're saying that she's kind of making this up, but she's not. I know that is random, especially a Tuesday, unless it happened the weekend before and she didn't post it until all of her family knew or something. Unless she said in the Facebook comment, like, this just happened, like, today. That would be weird. It would be weird on a Tuesday. But couldn't she have just, that picture you sent me, couldn't she have just posted that when she decided to post it? It doesn't have to have happened that day or the night before. I feel like it must have happened the weekend before, and then she finally posted it. But how about we ask that real quick, and then we'll move on to your next question. How are you, Pink Skies? Okay, did this happen? Did he ask her on Monday or Tuesday of this week? Look at that, see? It's a no. Did he ask her last weekend? Did he ask her last weekend? Told you. It happened last weekend, and she just didn't post it until Tuesday. Now, I mean, I see a little bit of doubt, but I also see that he's like, well, we own a house together now. I'm glad you're doing good. I'm okay. I'm okay. I need lots more questions. So I do feel like there's a little bit of doubt, but I do feel like he cares about her, and I hate that I have to like relay this message. It hurts me to tell you this because I'm really good at what I do, and I would not lie to you, and I would not want to make you feel bad. All I could say is that she is ecstatic. She's jumping up and down. She's so excited, but he's just kind of like, well, I guess this is my choice in life, and you know what I mean? Like, I don't feel like he's that happy, if that makes sense. I don't feel like he is that happy, even though he planned it out, even though he bought the thing, even though he asked her. Like, it feels like he loves her, but he's not in love with her. So if he at 28, that's very young, to be honest. It's old enough to like think about marriage, but I feel like okay, but I feel like thank you, Pink Skies. But I feel like she feels like he is the right one 1000%. But with him, there's some doubt. I feel like he, yeah, it feels like he loves her and that he wants to do the right thing. He wants to make their family happy. He wants to go through with it. But all I gotta say is, you know, and I know, and Pink Skies knows, getting married is not going to make your relationship better. If anything, it will make things worse. So at least at least the marriage has not happened, okay? Because that means he still has time to change his mind. So let's go to the next question. Let me Yeah, it doesn't mean forever. It's a possibility. I mean, if he asked her, there's a big possibility that this is what's going to happen. But I feel like he also will have time to evaluate the relationship as it goes on. I think we should ask the fly on the wall question, and also in that question ask him like how serious he is about this. You know, it just feels like I feel like 75% of him wants to do it and 25% of him doesn't. Um, but like I said, he's like, she's such a nice girl, and like we live together, and my family lives with us. Like, I pretty much got myself into a committed relationship. So what's the proper next step? You know what I mean? And you say he's such a good guy, that makes sense then that he would want to do the right thing. Okay? So let's move on. Let me just do the timer. Okay. If I could be a fly in the wall, what's going on in their relationship right now. But I promise you, it happened last weekend. And then she posted it on Tuesday because they needed to call friends and family to let them know what happened instead of them seeing it and finding out on Facebook. That's why. He does. Did he rush things with you too? Because you had said he wasn't patient enough to allow you to get through your divorce so that then you can make a proper decision on whether you were ready to move out to where he lived. So it does feel exactly. It feels like he rushes into it, even with you, and then you're the one that pumped the brakes because you needed more time, which would have made the relationship 10 times better if he would have just been patient enough for you to make that decision on your own time frame. So it looks like it really looks like he goes girl to girl to girl to girl, like he's a relationship guy. So it's like a relationship to a relationship to a relationship. And it's like, dude, you just need a break. Like you literally just need to take a year, 6 months to a year. Don't date anybody. Figure out what you really want. Be alone for a while. And then start making life decisions. Okay, here we go. All right, what's going on? If I could be a fly on the wall, what's going on? Aw, hi Cleopatra. No? What do you mean no? Oh my god. I believe in God. Please stop. Get this person out of here. I believe in God. Get the fuck out of here. See, that's the shit that pisses me off. I do everything. I got my gifts from God, from Jesus, from the Holy Spirit. That's what my every single day prayer is about. So don't come into my freaking channel and try to act like that. Go somewhere else. I'm starting the time over. Sorry. Let me cancel the time. Oh, that just pissed me off. Yes, God does decide time. I am just a vessel that God uses to help people through my psychic abilities that He gave me. That was bullshit. And God loves me. My imperfections and all my cussing, God still loves me. Okay, so I'm getting your current energy for some reason. Are you feeling? Are you? What is your energy right now about this whole thing? Right. And I'm the person that's gonna, say my piece. Okay. So it's the Six of Cups to the Six of Swords. That means I am the ex-girlfriend. Okay. I'm the ex-girlfriend, and now I feel like I thought he was coming back in, which I still think he's going to contact you. That's the crazy part. I still think he's going to contact you. And it feels like you're like, oh no, like now this makes me feel this is true. it's making me feel as if I'm being left behind and that now I am just his ex-girlfriend and that there's no future for us, which makes me sad. But okay, I'm trying to get what's going on with them. Okay, the moon came out. So the moon can also be you, Marissa, of you like not knowing what the full truth is and trying to kind of figure out what's going on. Yeah, I keep getting your energy and I can't even read it. Or I can't read the question because I keep getting your energy. So the moon to the Two of Swords means like you're confused, you don't know what to think, you didn't expect this, we hadn't seen it in prior readings. So, like, how did this come about? Basically, the Seven of Swords is here. You're like, how were they able to like keep this under wraps? Why were they arguing on like when they got back from the trip? Why would he decide to do it so soon after the trip? Because yeah, well, I'd be kind of pissed. So I don't know why they're more so bringing you here, trying to figure this out. Okay, if I could be a fly on the wall. Oh, I forgot to start it. Okay. If I could be a fly on the wall, what's going on inside that house? Okay. Yeah, I do think that she either gave him a time limit or expected this to happen at some point. I feel like it was a surprise, but it was also she kind of knew it was coming. But anyways, so the judgment means there was a final decision, even though, so this is him, this is G, even though the Six of Wands to the Four of Wands, which is a relationship, even though the Six of Wands is that we have an okay relationship. For the most part, it's good, but it does have its challenges. But we usually figure things out and work things out. And so eventually the Six of Wands turns into a victory, right? So then he's like, the Queen of Wands, I want to make her happy. And I want to settle down and I already made this commitment to her. Yeah, he already made the commitment to her with living together and then obviously owning it together. So that King or that Knight of Cups is showing that he's being very lovey-dovey. Uh, they obviously are in a good place right now because this just happened last weekend. It's funny because earlier I said it I don't think it was this big thing. But in all honesty, it feels like she would want to be asked while she was like out with people. Does that make sense? It's not. Yeah. But what about purchasing? Okay, so what I want to ask is, did did you ask her E in front of anybody? Were you guys in front? See, I told you. He would have rather just like very quietly asked her the question. Okay, very low key. You know, it could have been sweet, right? Like he could have had flowers on the bed or whatever. But she has always talked about No way. So this is his second time doing this? See, that's why you know that there's an opening for him to get out of it. So just real quick, she always would tell him, like, this is the kind of ring I would want, and I would want it to be out in public and be this big thing, right? And she's even showing me a vision of, like, I want it to be planned so that somebody is videotaping it and they see me, like, oh my God. You know what I mean? This girl, even though she's a nice girl, she wants a lot of attention. And you're telling me she posts a lot on Facebook? Those type of people like attention. Nothing wrong with it, but they like attention. You never put a ring on it with glass. Damn. The mom does. Wait, the mom does what? The mom does what? I forgot about what I asked. Sorry. Like, she just feels very much like, this is the size of my finger, and this is the kind of pictures, is the one who does the posting a lot. Oh, not her. So that changes a lot. So the mom is the one who's obsessed, not obsessed, but she's an avid poster, right? And then she just tags E. Okay. So that came up, and that's how it came up on her Facebook. Okay. So basically, he's just trying to keep the energy happy. He's definitely not gonna engage in any kind of an argument right now. This is brand new. He wants to be liked by people. It came up because the relationship status changed. Oh, I see. I see. So it went from, like, in a relationship to that. Let me look at the picture you sent me again. Oh, I see. So when I remember that, it's been so long. But when you change the status and you say who it was with, then both profile pictures pop up and it says that. Okay. This makes more sense. So obviously is whose picture is whose profile? Is his picture with her, his profile, or hers? His, right? Yep. I could feel it. So her picture is of herself. His picture is with her. Kind of weird. So she updated this on Tuesday. Yeah, I think it's just that she updated it. She got tagged by the mom. And to me, that's weird too. If I know that my man's profile is of me and him, then I'm going to make my profile of me and him, not just myself. I agree. Mom hasn't posted anything. Yeah. I understood that part. Okay, that she's usually an avid poster, but she has not posted anything about this yet. The only reason you knew was because the status changed and that popped up with both profiles, blah, 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 and names. You're just saying okay. Well, that could be a different question. Let me see how long I have. 1 minute left. Hold on. Let me see what else I can find. Anything else going on? Yeah. The Queen of Pentacles to the Ten of Cups. That's showing me that Pentacles is showing me that she feels stability. She feels comfort. She got something. She was given a gift that was monumental, or not monumental, sorry. The word for money. Monumental means like big. So I don't know what I'm trying to say. It's an M word, but it's about something that is a lot of money. Okay? And then the Ten of Cups. So right now, they're living in La La Land, happy as can be, getting along, and I'm sure that that will change soon. Because once time starts to as time approaches and more time approaches, they're going to have their same old problems they always did. It's like right now, of course. Oh, okay. Of course, right now, they're this perfect little couple, but that wears off. You know what I mean? I just read what you wrote. I kind of want to text him congratulations. Oh my God. Don't do it on a Saturday where she could be sitting near him. Do it on a day. If you really want to do it on a day where you know he's at work. Dude, that's funny. Okay, what's your third question? Hi, Real. What you doing? I'm on early today. Can you believe it? Let's just check in on his energy with me and his feelings. Perfect. I'm going to text you something really quick, Marissa. How are you doing, Real? I knew you were working. Woo! I knew you were working last night. I love it. You dropped Lee off to get her lashes filled. God, I wish I had that. I mean, I don't wear any makeup right now or anymore, but like, I've always wanted my eyelashes filled. That's so cute. How long will she be? Ooh, Pink Skies has a good, but it's. I don't think Marissa has any friends that link her. I think Marissa, don't you have a friend that tells you what it is? Okay, I'm gonna do your question. I just wanted to check for you really quick. Like 45 minutes, and I do that to pink or mute their stories. Pink or mute their stories. You have one what? One friend? One mutual friend. Okay. Okay, so Marissa has one more question. Real, are you going to ask you? I know you don't have much time, 45 minutes, but you could be next if you have one question. I know you have to pick her up. If not, it's okay. I'll be on tomorrow. Not late though. Do you want to know just a yes or no, or do you want to know with detail, which means, like, why hasn't she? Like, the question was, is she going to, and why hasn't she yet? Then that would be, okay, so. Okay, I'm going to do that part really quick. Not really quick, but next. Okay, so you're not friends with his family or him still. I see. Right. But she has one mutual friend, and then that friend is able to see, so she knows. She knows. Okay, let's start with the mom question, and then we'll end it with the feelings that he has towards you. Okay. So this will be the $10 question. So let me put the. Oh, I've been in pink skies. Nobody's been like moderating, so I've been putting a timer on it. Okay, so I'm gonna start 5 minutes, and then when it goes off, I have 2 minutes to wrap it up. So first, I'm gonna ask, will she? I'm gonna do that with pendulum, and then we'll do the detail, meaning why hasn't she yet? So, mom of E, are you planning to post anything about the topic we've been talking about on Facebook? Are you planning on it? Says yes. Okay, let's see. Why hasn't she yet? We've his old best friends. Yes, screenshots. Exactly. Okay, so it looks like she is going to. Why hasn't she? Why hasn't she yet? Mom of E. Why haven't you posted on Facebook the news with G and E? Because if this happened last weekend, now we're a week into it, you would think she'd post something. Let's see. Did you see? Oh, so nobody can comment or anything? Can people comment on that, Marissa? What you sent me? Can anybody comment on it? Or is it just the change of status? They can, and her mom has not? That's weird. That's more weird than why she hasn't posted on her own Facebook. If that's weird. The hell? Okay, why haven't you at least posted on Facebook about this or commented on the status of your daughter new information? Why haven't you? It's weird. There's not one card that has come out. But see, Marissa, the only reason I would even say she could be upset is if she doesn't like him. But you think he's amazing, so I wouldn't think that would be the answer. Like, if you know he's a great guy, then why would she be upset? Hi, Shell. Oh, you did? I'm taking a nap after I'm done. I went on early. Say hi to Shell. Say hi to Marissa. Say hi to Pink Skies. And I think Real is still on here. Okay, let's see. Wow, you might be right, Marissa. You might be right with these cards that just came out. I mean, he has his flaws like everyone and has his moments, but yeah, he's good. Okay, well, with the cards that just came out, I think you could be right. That maybe not upset, mad, but she doesn't know if she's happy or not. And so therefore she's not putting like a fake comment on the status. Like, does this make sense? She doesn't know what to write other than like just being very basic, saying like, congratulations. But like, she feels she needs to think about it before she decides how she wants to behave about this. It's not like she didn't know that this was going to happen, but look at the 4 cards. We have the 8 of Swords, which talks about being trapped. We have the Tower, which talks about breakups. We've got the Moon, which means her daughter has been confiding in the mom. This is crazy. You were so right. Oh, okay, timer went off. I will wrap this up soon. Okay, so the Moon is that she feels that this isn't always a good relationship. She knew that they had just been arguing. Her daughter does tell her mom a lot. And so I think she was like, why did he do it at this timing? Like, this is a card about him, the Knight of Cups. Why did he, basically she's saying, why did he rush this? Why did he ask her so soon? When I know, because my daughter has confided in me with that Moon, she has like told me secrets, or like, I'm not saying he's a bad guy. I'm just saying it's not the perfect relationship. And the fact that the mom knows that like there was something going on before the vacation, then during the vacation they both kind of tried to fake the funk and they tried to get along, but they also had a lot of people there that they could talk to, so it wasn't so obvious that they were in an argument. Then they came home from the vacation. The argument escalated, maybe not screaming out loud, but him giving her the silent treatment. Okay, Pink Skies, giving her the silent treatment. And then he finally goes and buys these cheap flowers to make her happy, to like kind of make her shut up a little bit and like just kind of ask for peace in the home. So like the mom has not posted anything about it nor commented because she thinks that the timing is weird. She thinks the timing was wrong. So I think you do feel the energy that like, I don't think that she's angry, but I do feel that she's questioning why now? Like, why didn't you wait till the holidays? You've only been together less than a year. Why didn't you wait for, a better time? Like, instead of 105-degree weather, like doing this, it doesn't add up to her. And because she's not one last thing I need to ask you, Marissa. you said that he is living in the house with her and his mom and brother, right? Not her mom and brother. Okay, and then I'm going to go to the last question. Last question. Yes, from what I saw, it's his mom and brother that moved down to Texas. Okay, so I think that her mom is just protective. I think that she likes G, but she just felt like because she knew all of the arguments and not talking and communication wasn't good, it was just strange timing, you know? I feel it's strange timing, don't you? It's like a year too soon, minimum a year too soon. At that age, at my age, yes, within 1 year, you better ask me to marry you. At 28, people can be in relationships for 2, 3, 4 years. Very strange. Okay, so did you just say what are his current feelings towards you? Let me put on my timer for 10 minutes. All right, that was the question, right? What are G's feelings for you currently? This is the last question. Okay, I'll pause it. I know you posted it, but I can't find it. It's too hard on my computer to find it. Every time I do it, it like skips too far or skips too down. It's so annoying. If anybody else wants a question, I would send it in now. This is Marissa's last question. Let's check his energy and current feelings towards me. Okay, let me do the timer. All right, here we go. G, what is your current energy and feelings towards Marissa at the moment? Because I told you he thinks about you. And honestly, I think a couple of months down the road, when they start to have, maybe not even a couple of months, but soon when they get into another little argument, like he's definitely going to be comparing her to you and, should I really go through with this? Maybe I should contact Marissa to see if she's still single, to see if there's an opportunity there. So I still see him contacting you. And I still see him thinking about you and still having feelings for you. So I know that this came as a huge surprise, but I think that even if you heard that he was married today, well, guess what? You could get out of that, right? I got married when I was 20 and not to my ex-husband, my kid's dad. I actually got married to this other guy and then immediately freaked out. It was like a Britney Spears moment. But what was I gonna say? Oh, what I was gonna say was I stopped the timer, paused the timer. My kid's dad was able to forgive me and get through it because I immediately had to file for a real divorce, even though even though I never consummated the marriage, nothing. and that was fine. But then let's, oh my God, 12 years ago. So like 12 years down the line after that happened. Eh, what am I trying to say? Dear God. I'm saying that like somebody can get out of a marriage quicker than when like me and my ex-husband like broke up and he chose the other girl. We were still seeing each other for over 2 years. And then I found out she was pregnant. Once you find out, just like you with Chris, once you find out that that person is pregnant, there's no, you're never going to be back with the guy. It's just not going to happen. We've both been through it. Yep. As soon as you find that out, there's no going back. Exactly. And I'm not dealing with another baby mama. I'm not doing that shit. So that was the last time we ever like were intimate or whatever. And I was like, wow. Or he was like, wow, you forgave me. Or I forgave you when you got married. I'm like, yeah, because I never was with the guy. We literally went out and got married. No big deal. Got divorced. That's a big story. Like, that is big. She would never let us be happy again when her kid is involved. Exactly. And I can never forgive him. That's why we want to like pray that he's smart enough, that she's on birth control, and that, well, you probably know, was he's not ready for kids or he is ready. While I pull the cards for the answer, like, did he ever say he wanted kids? Doesn't want kids? When he would want them? When the time is right. Okay. So that is a broad answer. All right. So let's check on the energy and how he's feeling about you. He never said he loved you, right? He had a stepkid with his last, but never forced her to have kids. Have his kids. Oh, okay. Okay. Because it's coming out. So his first feelings are the Ace of Cups to the Judgment, which means like he knows he still has a lot of feelings for you. It's either a very high amount of caring for you or it's actual love. I don't know if it's in love or just love, but I mean, he's bringing that out first. So that's a good sign. Okay, let me see. Okay, so he is telling me, oh, and geez. Okay. Geez. It's like everything he's saying to me is coming out in the cards. He said that he thinks about you a lot. I'm not going to say it's every day, but like you definitely come into his brain ever so often, and he is disappointed with himself for letting you go. This is the Scorpio card. For ending it, the Death card, right? Because when he ended it, he ended up alone. And then, of course, he quickly got with somebody else. I think you said a few weeks later. And that he feels, looking back, that he should have tried harder for this relationship to work. And I also think that the Knight of Swords has a double meaning. I think the Knight of Swords is him that he should have not cut you off. Oh, a few months? Then okay. Then that's why I was getting a two meaning answer. So forget the first answer because a few months is not too quick. That's actually good. I thought you had said a few weeks. So okay, that's much better. I think that the Knight of Swords is that he made that decision that it was never going to work because of the long distance, and he feels he cut you off too quickly. Even though you guys were together and talking for like up to a year, and that's like a long period of time, it was still, it still felt harsh. It still felt like he wasn't giving you a chance to just get through the divorce, catch your breath, figure out what you're going to do. And so he has regrets. They might started taking a few weeks after me, but didn't go official with it until a few months later. Okay. So I mean the love's still there. He is disappointed in himself for not seeing it through longer and cutting it off too soon. So when he looks back at your relationship, he's saying like, we got along great. Like it wasn't, it did not fail because she or me made the relationship unbearable or toxic or argued. It was it was just my fear of the long distance, and I he's saying that I didn't want to end up like cheating on her, sleeping with somebody else because she lived a few hours away. Um, and so at the time, he's like, at the time, I thought it was best for me and her, but now looking back, like I can't forget her. There's a strong pull. It's a strong pull in this relationship. Now, it's not as strong as you and Chris or me and my ex, but it is strong. The magnetic pull that we talk about, where like it's undeniable, that like put us in a room together and we're not gonna just say hi. Like shit's gonna go down. I think that this guy has that. Um, he has that in him, but didn't give it enough time in person to see if it is it as strong though. That magnetic connection is like once in a while, and it's a soulmate. But I do feel that it's a very strong connection. And so I don't know. I really think that I'm not saying he made a bad decision in what you found out, but I do hope that he puts his foot down and says, this is going to be a long one, like at least a year out, so that if he realizes that he loves her, but he's not necessarily madly in love with her, he might possibly end it. But as of right now, everything looks hunky dory. Okay? But I promise you're gonna hear from him. You're gonna hear from him. And you're gonna be like, yeah. You heard what I just said? 1000%. He's still contacting you. And now that you know this, I don't know if you're going to say something to him, but when he does call you and say something like, "Do you miss me?" I could kind of see you saying, "Well, do you miss me?" And then he'll say yes. And then I think that it would take him like by surprise if you mentioned this piece of evidence. I think I don't know if he thinks you would know. There's a timer. I don't think he knows if you would know. So I don't know if he'll be expecting it, which is perfect. Because when you call somebody out when they're not expecting it, they go, and eventually I think he'll just say, like, I don't know, you'll at least get to speak to him and you'll either get closure. You will either get closure and answers for why he's going to end up with her, or you're going to get answers of that he still has feelings and that he doesn't know, that he might be confused at that point. Okay, I guess there's nobody else coming online. Dang, that was an hour and 15 minutes. I gotta work on this. You're welcome. I'm gonna get off. I don't think anybody else is coming in, but you're welcome. I think that was a really good readings, good questions, lots of information. And on this one, nobody else is on it. So it's like your own little private reading. I don't think so. If she said be right back, and she's not back. I was thinking, yeah, because I think Real has to pick up his girlfriend. Oh yeah, that's okay, Pink Skies. Maybe you can hop on later tonight. Yeah, I don't know. Saturday nights are awful. If somebody is notoriously 5.5 years, Saturday nights have been crickets. It's like literally the worst night. So that's why I decided to go on early. It's okay, Shell. I'm getting off now. I wanted to go on early so that I could enjoy the rest of my night. And if anybody texts me and says that they want me to get on so that they can uh, get a question, then I will. Actually, what I'll do is I'm going to take a 5-minute break. Thank you, Marissa. I'm going to take a 5-minute break. I'm going to wait and see if anybody jumps on. And if nobody does by the time I get back, I'm just going to get off. If anybody is listening or comes in and wants a question, just send it in and I will do it. Thank you. The heart. I freaking love this emoji now. I'm obsessed, Marissa. Thank you. Shell, I saw that you text, but I didn't get to see what you wrote because I was doing, thank you, Pinks, guys. I was doing questions. Okay, yeah, I'm just going to take a little quick break, like 5 to 7 minutes. Oh, it's okay. I know, I decided to go on at 3 o'clock. We could be back. 1 minute. Ew. What happened? View deleted message. 34. What the fuck? The fuck does that mean? Weird. Oh, did that person say how long the reading was? I know. I was gonna say exactly. It's kind of scary. Kind of scary. Okay, I'm just waiting for Real to tell me if he thought of a question or not. That username is used a lot for disrupting tarot chats. That's fucked. Alright, can anybody think of a question for Real? Because he's saying he doesn't know what he wants to ask. Yeah, I only opened the message because I was curious, but the name says it all crazy. I opened it up too, I just don't know what 34 meant. I don't know what 34 meant. I know that I didn't spend 34 minutes on one question. That would be crazy. Can anybody think of a good question for him? Right? What does numbering mean? He usually has fantastic questions. Everybody knows what's going on in his life romantically. So it could either be something about that, or it can just be something general. Not super general, because you know I don't like doing general, but let's think. Pink Skies, you're creative. Think of a question. I told him to still think of one. Oh, yeah. If you're not following his story, then you won't know what to ask, Shell. He's dating somebody. He has so many already. I know. I remember everything. Look at all those hearts coming out. That's so cute. Oh, I get it. Yes. I secured it. Sorry. Yeah, I secured it. God, I'm getting so confused in this chat. You can see them. I'm doing them. What do you mean? What do you mean? You can see them? I meant I can see them, like all of his questions. They're in my mind. Okay. All right. So now let's help Pink Skies think of her own question that she's sending in for a question. All right, Pink Skies. We looked into love last time, right? And it showed it was going to be like in like in about a year. In about a year, right? We've looked into J. We've looked into A. I feel like maybe a question about A. When you send the Cash App, just let me know so that I can move it to my bank right away. Because that's what screwed me in the past was I used to just hold money like in my PayPal and let it grow and grow. And then when I needed to send it to my bank, it denied it. And I was like, wow, this was the start of hell for me. You looked into a future person a year plus away. Trying to think what else. Oh, you did? I'm sorry. It didn't alert me. That's so weird. I got it, but it didn't alert me. How funny. Where it says cash balance and it says add money or withdrawal, it's withdrawal, right? No, I haven't heard back from Real, so I don't think he's doing one. So it's Pink Skies. We're trying to think of a question for her. I think it's withdrawal, right? Shit, is it withdrawal? Is it withdrawal? What do you mean? Oh, wait, then. Hold on. It has to be withdrawal. Hold on. I'm going to Google this. Think of your question. Okay. Oh, it's 444 right now. Think of a question for Pink Skies. Think of a question for Pink Skies. Oh, perfect. Thank you. It did work. I got the extra. Oh, shit. Hold on. I need to put in a PIN number. Hold on. It worked. I had the wrong PIN. Okay. I was feeling that, Pink Skies. I was like, we did love last time, saw that it was coming in the year. We do J questions and A questions, and I'm like, we should do an A question because it's always positive. Okay, what's your question? No, don't worry about that. Thank you for. I just didn't remember the word withdrawal. I always like on everything it says transfer. So that's why I was like, wait a second, is that what I have to push? And it worked. Thank you so much. Hi, Taylor. I had to give my birthday and the last four social. Okay, Shell, love you. Okay, I don't think I got. Marissa's not in here anymore, right? Okay, can we look into how he's feeling about me currently? Unless you feel we should go in. No, that's exactly what I would want to know. So I think that's a really good. Oh, hi Taylor, how are you? Sorry, I don't know why. Oh, it's what you posted, Pink Skies. I'm like, it looked like my tab was showing, but it's just you were posted it. Yeah, if you want to get a question, the information is on my tab. Also, Pink Skies posted it. Just make sure that each that you don't get any letters wrong, numbers wrong. And if you have Cash App, I also have that. Whatever's easiest for you guys. Okay. Exactly. It feels good when it's, especially when it ends in, thank you, Shell. Especially when it ends in a happy note. You know what I mean? Like, because there's a lot of emotional readings, like being psychic and feeling what those people are feeling like, and then get relaying the message. It's hard when it's not positive. So okay, so I'm gonna do the timer myself, and the question's gonna be, okay, hold on. Okay, the question is going to be Jeremiah and Samantha come into this reading for Pink Skies. She wants to know what are A's current feelings towards her currently. Even if he's stuck, I know he's always going to love me. Isn't that a good feeling? But what sucks is that, can I ask you a straight up question? If he came to you today and said, I made my own decision, I'm not leaving her for you, I'm leaving her for me, but outside of that, I want to be with you, you would say yes, right? It's like, it makes me sad because I truly believe he is your person. And it's just so sad to me that I have to be honest with people. And a lot of times, the person that they are involved with or wrapped up with or are their exes um, aren't the right people for them. But with you, it's almost sad because I wish we could start dating again. Exactly. It's like, it's sad that you think that, like, because he's a good guy, I'm going to restart the clock because I'm not. Okay. I'm going to restart from at 10 minutes because I was just kind of adding this stuff in. It makes me sad for you because I look at you two and you are like literally soulmates. You're perfect people together. You know what I mean? Like you're just each other's perfect person. You guys get along so well. Your hearts are connected. Your souls are connected. Your minds are connected. And because he's such a good guy, he won't leave the person he's with unless, like, he won't leave her for you because he would never want you to think that, like the quote, you lose them how you got them. So if he was to, like, leave her for you, I would think the karma would be years down the road. He could do the same thing to you, but I feel like he's just such a good guy. I just wish he would get to the point where he just knows that he is in love with you and that the relationship he's in does not compare and just leaves her for his own fruition. You know what I mean? Not to have an affair and not to, you know what I'm saying. I wouldn't want to immediately be 100% in, but I want to get to know him all over. I love that. That's how you. That's why you're saying the dating. Okay, let me start at 10 minutes. There we go. Okay, let's see. A, how do you feel about Pink Skies currently? What are your feelings towards her? Okay, sorry, I had to pray. How do you currently feel about Pink Skies? Wow, I mean, there's new information, so I like this. It's going to be an all over the place kind of answer. Wow. Okay. So he's thinking back. Okay, so he's thinking back to when you guys were married, and he's saying that for many years he tried to work hard to be a good spouse, that he was in love with you, that he was constantly working towards this relationship as you were as well. The Knight of Pentacles to the Hierophant shows me that means he feels that you guys have a long history. I forget how many years you guys were together or how many years. No, in a good way. How many years you guys were married or just together? Okay. So that Knight of Pentacles is like looking back and being like, we have so much history for so many years and we're still in touch, even though like we went our separate ways however many years ago, and we're still in touch. But he does think about the fact that 11 together. Okay. So the 9 of Wands is him being scared of getting hurt because he feels almost like it's his karma to, let's say, 5 years down the road, he ends up with you. He feels like there's negativity that follows him, which I don't feel the negativity. I think it's just in his heart that he feels like he did you wrong. But I don't think he actually married. Okay. I don't think that he actually I don't think that sorry. I just lost my train of thought. I'm so sorry. He feels responsible for your breakup. Okay. So that's why we have the Three of Swords, the Tower. Sorry. The Tower to the Eight of Cups. So that means he hurt you, he ended the marriage, and he walked away. Okay? Yes. So, yes, like he feels like he deserves what he got, exactly what you're saying, because he was the one who decided to inevitably end the relationship and leave. And now that, like, kind of stays with him and haunts him in a way because he's never stopped loving you, he's never stopped caring about you, and he knows he's in the wrong relationship. He truly knows that he should be with you. But it is showing that there's a lot of attraction for you, that that you can never get old to him. Not old as in age, but like you can never get old. Like he can never see you or talk to you enough. And because you guys do go kind of long periods of time without without talking to each other, and then you guys get back in contact, and then you see each other sometimes you guys just talk or text, but it's like every time he sees you or talks to you, it's like that attraction immediately follows, and he like remembers all the good times. And I don't mean to say this, but he remembers what it was like in the bedroom with you, and that it was really great. Okay? So I don't know. He's saying like she's more my cup of tea than the person he's with in the bedroom. So that's huge. We have not seen that before. So now there's 4 cards left. And this is where it makes sense about the he deserves what he got. He basically walked out on you, and then I don't know. The Seven of Wands talks about not having no communication or no contact for a while. So I think that he felt like when he ended it, that he didn't deserve you anymore. He didn't deserve you to even be talking to him years later, right? He didn't think that you would ever want to talk to him again, even though there wasn't, it was kind of like it. I don't know what happened with your divorce, but it doesn't feel like a long, drawn out, angry divorce. It feels like it was kind of copacetic, and it wasn't malicious, and you just got through it. But right now, how he feels about you is that he is confused, and that with that Two of Swords and with that Two of Wands, what that tells me is that he is contemplating, going over and over in his head, I need to make a decision because I can't let pink skies just kind of take my breadcrumbs, and I can't create an affair where I would hurt the person I'm with So he is contemplating back and forth about should he stay in this relationship or should he go after what will make him happy in the end, which is to make the decision to leave her. So, laugh out loud, we both have told each other that you don't know what you've got until it's gone. We both know the other was a great bedroom partner. Shut up. Because he said it. He's the one who said it. Like, I hate. He's like, I'm not comparing, but I'm just saying there was a lot more my, my cup of tea over here with Pink Skies. The divorce was easy as it could be, very sad, but no fighting or toxicity. So I think that's what it is too, is that can I ask you one last question before I end this and get off? What was his main reason for getting divorced? Wasn't it that you said he said you guys grew apart? That's all I really remember. We've discussed our mutual feelings about that topic. That's hilarious. That's like, I know that like my ex was the best too. So it's like, yeah, hope you like what you got now. I love you, but I'm not happy. Okay. So I guess I would say that that means he never stopped loving you. And that honestly, I think he should have, I think he looks back and goes, I should have just asked for a separation. I should have taken the time to go rent an apartment and just spend time, really, um, spend time just figuring out what it is that I need to do to be happy and whether me not being happy is because I'm in this marriage. So I think he kind of beats himself up a little bit, especially when he sees you. He's telling me right now it's extremely hard to see you in person because he just like melts. He just feels this unbelievably deep love and compassion and care. Like, he's like, I know that I'm not like, I don't know what he's saying. He's saying, I know that, like, if she was stranded on the side of the road and her car broke down, that she could call me and I would immediately drop everything and come to her. And I feel it's vice versa. I feel that if I ever needed her, I could call her and she would be there no matter what time of night, no matter what. I think he was just going through his personal issues and thought our marriage exactly was the cause of his unhappiness, which I think it wasn't. That's why I'm saying he's thinking back, going, I should have just asked you for a separation, not a divorce, move out so that I could kind of do my own thing and have my own thoughts, figure out what was making me unhappy exactly. And that instead, he decided that it must have been the marriage that contributed to his unhappiness. But now, years and years later, he's known the whole time, like, I think I know I messed up. Okay, we'll cut it there. I'll be back on tomorrow, Pink Skies. Thank you so much. Love. I hope that was a good question. Or a good answer to your question. Okay, good night, guys. Have a good night, and I'll see you tomorrow. Love you, pinks, guys. Anybody else on here? Love you guys. See you tomorrow. Have a good night.